I get that. But I hate the mindset that she's set up for failure. Even if the child was set up for failure, don't say it.
Right.
Don't even bring that into conversation. And this is one of the things about Christy that bothers me a lot, is that no matter what the situation is, the first thing out of her mouth is Chloe's being set up for failure. And I don't know if she shares that with Chloe, but it's really evident that she always feels this way. And to me, it's like, no matter what happens, she's always putting this like dark stain on everything. And it really clouds what's going on. It really clouds the way that Christy's moving through the world. And at this moment, feels like Holly is moving through the world in a dark place right now. And we see that she does lose it a little bit, and she does cry and get emotional. And I think part of that is that she went into it saying that Nia's not going to be able to pull this off. Nia's being set up to fail. Ma'am,
have a little more faith in your child, I feel like, too. Like, you need to, like, she's been given something and, like, she needs to make the best of it. So,
yeah.
Like, have a little faith and be supportive in these instances.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that the producers and Abby are setting this up for drama, and maybe they're setting the kids up for failure. I know at certain points throughout the seasons, she definitely is setting the kids up for failure.
Oh, absolutely.
I absolutely agree with that. But I've always been of the mindset that even if it's a negative situation, even if you're feeling really negative and feeling down about something, especially something like a dance competition, push that out of your head. You need to go in positively thinking, well, this is what the situation is, and I'm going to give it what I got.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can walk away saying,
I gave it my all. I tried my best. Like, I did what I came here to do.
And I'm going to leave it on the dance floor, just like the song tells me.
Nailed it. Here we are. 3 days to the competition. That was really off key today. That was really bad.
On what key? Ma'am, you made up that thing.
That was really bad. I'm sorry, people, for that. That was awful. Here we are. 3 days to the competition.
No one's heard from Kathy in 2 days.
Oh, my word. Call 911. Everybody panic. Everybody panic.
Well, instead of calling 911, why don't we just call her?
Hello, Kathy. This is Abby. Do you think you could come to my room?
And they're arguing about Kathy not wanting to be part of the team. And Kathy's like, oh, well, stuff happens. And Abby is going to pull the duet. And Kathy's really not happy.
I have a lot going on back home. I was preparing my students for a competition that they're going to. And at that particular moment, they were my top priority.
And then they get into another little tiff. You're going to hurt Mackenzie then.
You're hurting Mackenzie. I didn't hurt Mackenzie. I was there. I had music. I had costumes. I was prepared.
But you're making...
You didn't show up. I have to set an example for the rest of the team. If it's okay for you not to show up to the meeting, then it's okay for everybody not to show up for the meeting.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with Abby that she needs to make an example out of Kathy.
Yeah, you don't show up, you don't get to dance.
Ma'am, if you don't show up for work, you get fired, okay? Like, people don't put up with that shit.
Yeah, you don't show up for a rehearsal for a Broadway show. Ma'am, you think you just...
Goodbye.
Yeah.
See you later. Hasta la vista.
And I get that Kathy has an entire studio that she's prepping for competitions and whatever, but then why do the show?
Well, we know really what happened and why she did the show. But at the same point in time, I think this is very much staged, and Kathy was late, but she was also
leaving. She was on her way out anyway.
Right.
She was just trying to fulfill her obligations. I agree. It just is not putting competition dance in a good light. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this whole show doesn't put competition dance in a good light, my friend. Just letting everybody know that.
Valid, I guess. Valid. They agree Kathy's not a team player, and it's kind of it for now.
We're at a fair.
No, we're not.
What?
It's a place called the Fun Spot.
Well, it looks like a damn fair.
I think Brandon wanted to spend some time alone, so he told our parents to go.
Okay. This
Ma'am, the whole reason is because you're on a date.
Right. This is obviously the most awkward
Staged.
thing ever.
Yeah. And when the moms go away, Diane and Kelly are talking, and it's really obvious that the junior elite team has taken over Kelly's life, and she's been hanging out with Christy more. And Diane, who has been Kelly's best friend for years, has been really getting her feelings hurt about it. And it's a sad moment, but it's also really awkward. Ma'am, she's on a TV show.
Right. Like,
I'm sorry, but
she's
got-
gonna be famous.
not so much that, but like she's got obligations. So that's awkward. This whole episode's awkward.
Don't worry, because now the kids are talking about why they're on the date, and it's really uncomfortable.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
Like, Brooke is standing as
Not,
far away from him, leaning back as possible.
and she's like, do not even acknowledge his existence, not even looking at him or in his direction. It's not great.
If Brandon thinks anything's going to happen between us on this date, he's crazy. I think Brandon likes me, but I've moved on. I'm not really the same person I was when I was 9 years old.
Okay,
Ma'am.
true, but also chill. You're not.
This is your
at that point,
first date.
and now you're 13. Like, chill.
Oh, Lord.
He's not gonna propose marriage next week.
He
Like,
might. You never know.
okay.
I'm gonna say probably not, but it's fine.
Okay. And then that's the end of the awkward date.
Oh, thank God we're out of there. Now we're on to Maddie's solo rehearsal.
This week my solo is Universe. Each week I compete, it gives me another chance to win another title. Sometimes I feel a little pressure, but I'm a perfectionist. My mom always tells me that, and she said I keep trying until I win, and that's what I've been doing for the long time. My dream is to continue dancing forever. I want to be a professional dancer on Broadway. There's nothing else I ever do except for dance.
She loves dance. She loves dancing. It's something she wants to do for forever.
When we're on the road, away from Abby's studio, we have to rehearse anytime and any place. When I signed up for dance, I expected a dance teacher to do this, but since a dance teacher is not doing it, I have to step in and I have to give her whatever I can give as an educator to help her. I'm so out of my element. This is not what I'm used to doing.
This is when Holly is helping Nia just rehearse, and they're in the middle of one of like the ballrooms, but they turned it into their dressing room. And oh my gosh, I was having like flashbacks of just like rehearsing in random corners of hotels and all of the different things that we had to do when we were at competitions. I just like felt that viscerally. But I do really love that Holly is stepping up and really helping like Abby demanded, and I think that it really helps Nia. She comes a really long way in this dance.
Okay, but here we go.
Yeah.
This competition, we find out that everyone has been entered into a pageant.
Ooh, we love a pageant.
Because it's a nationals competition.
But they don't tell us it's a national competition. Yeah.
But they don't know who's going to qualify. So it's time to rehearse. And Abby is showing them how to walk. And they're being asked questions. And I don't think it's cute. You wrote it's cute, but I don't think it's cute.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the girls are cute. I didn't think Abby was cute.
Oh, okay.
I thought the girls doing it was cute.
I don't think any of my students are great at the whole pageant thing. We spend so much time on technique that I never really get a lot of time to do the interview skills.
Maybe you don't spend that much time on technique. So there's that first off. And also, where is Chloe? Because she's not in this scene.
She wasn't invited.
Probably not. That's rude.
I've been trying to get a hold of Kathy for 2 days now. I really want to know where she and Vivi are.
And Kathy and Vivi walk into the dressing room, and the moms are not happy. They're not impressed.
I would not be either, especially if I was Melissa. If you didn't show up and you got my kids' dance pulled, I think I probably would murder you. Like, that's not okay.
Will you help me hide a body?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think that Melissa should have a backbone here and stand up for herself, and she doesn't, of course, because it's Melissa.
So Abby pulled the duet because you didn't come to chalkboard and you weren't at rehearsals, and Mackenzie was so upset.
And Kathy seems so flippant about it.
Well, I'm sorry for Mackenzie, but I missed my flight, and we're doing the same choreography, so I don't think it's a big deal.
And Kelly and Holly are confronting Kathy about the fact that she missed her flight 2 days ago, and she still hadn't shown up for anything.
And it doesn't affect you guys.
Well,
But it does affect us because we're a group.
Because we have to show
But you're
up
not in
regardless.
the duet, right? You're not in the duet. Here we go again as a group, okay? You guys are not in the duet. It's between Melissa and I, and if Melissa and I have to discuss it with Abby, then we will.
But you know
I
what?
understand
We're in
this
this
whole...
room, and it's a team. You don't
Yeah,
get
but
to
you're
dictate.
not-
Like,
We were here the last 2 days,
Because
and Mackenzie being upset because she didn't get to do a
then
duet.
maybe you guys should have donned your tights and got on stage with her. Because I get so sick and tired of hearing you guys, it's a team, it's a group, it's a team, it's a group. Yet Vivi is not really in any of your numbers. And I don't classify sitting on a swing being in part of your numbers. So I'm not on your team. I'm not your friend.
Okay, and to this, I have to say, ma'am, you used Vivi as a human prop for like 16 years after this.
Correct.
So, like,
Pot, meet kettle.
hello.
Yeah. I also hate this shit, like, Vivi's not a part of the team, so we're not really going to show up. Ma'am, you chose to do this TV show. You chose to put Vivi on this team. She is a part of the team. She's 6. She can't do everything that the other girls can do. So, of course, she's not going to be in these pretty lyrical numbers where all these tricks are, or these high energy jazz with all these tricks that Vivi can't do. Do you want her up there looking like a darn fool? No.
Well, no, she just wants her as a human prop because that's all she did.
Yeah.
Because
No
this has
one
nothing
tells
to do
me
with you.
what to do, Kathy.
Y'all.
Queen, don't tell Holly what to do.
You may as well stick your hand up her butt and be her ventriloquist.
And they're talking about Kelly and Holly speaking for Melissa at this point because Melissa had not said a word.
Of course she hasn't, because she has no backbone. She does not stand up for Mackenzie. She, on occasions, going to stand up for Maddie, but never for Mackenzie.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated with Melissa because she is not sticking up for herself. I don't believe in being a doormat. It's frustrating to see other people be doormats, but if Melissa wants to be a doormat and have people walk all over her, so be it. I am done.
Heard that, Holly.
Yeah. I think it's a consistent problem in Melissa's life, and I think it's a consistent problem even now.
She's so concerned about being her girls' friends instead of being a mom.
Yeah, and it's sad. But now they're at Abby's house.
What?
Yeah, they're at Abby's Florida house.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice. I think it's fun to see them out of the dance studio.
But guess who we see? Abby's mom,
Oh, she seems sweet.
Marion Lorraine Miller.
Yeah, I always like when she's in the episodes. She seems like a sweet lady.
She reminds me a lot of Dom in her old age. I didn't know her personally, obviously. I feel like she gives off that Dom vibe as to, I'm gonna be nice and sweet and then be like, shut the fuck up.
That's valid.
My mom is a gracious lady to everybody in the world, but me.
As you should be.
Which, yeah, if my daughter were Abby Lee Miller, I wouldn't be a gracious lady in front of her.
Like, I understand that Kathy's busy, but, like, you invite someone to your house, she could at least call me and tell me she wasn't coming.
Now, I got 2 schools of thought on that. Number 1, growing up in the South, that's something you never do. You don't ever get invited and then at least not tell the person you're not coming.
Right.
But also, the part of me that's got some anxiety and also just doesn't like people is like, just, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna ghost everyone.
Yeah, see, I'm just gonna tell them I'm not gonna come. Like, if I don't want to do something, and I'm gonna, like, give you a good excuse.
Oh, see, I just don't like confrontation.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I don't either, but, like,
better to avoid,
I'm
you know?
just gonna text you and be like, I'm throwing my dog a party tonight. Sorry, can't make it. It was a
Yeah.
last minute thing.
Yeah, doing my dog's nails.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. It just, I can see both sides only because I don't like confrontation.
I'm gonna say, though, that was very produced. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
heavily producer setup.
Yeah.
Like, they told her not to come.
Oh,
or
yeah.
she did go, but she was late or something like that. I don't know if she ever did.
Or
but
she
like,
genuinely couldn't make it because of something, and she did tell Abby, but the producers were like, act like she
Act
didn't
like she
say
didn't
anything.
say anything.
Yeah. Then the kids all get into the water. I always love when they're doing something that's like not at the studio. So I think this is like cute and fun. Everyone's having a great time in the pool. Kelly and Christy are drinking,
Yes, queens.
which we would expect nothing less. And then all of a sudden they're oiling up a watermelon because Abby loves this game.
Okay, flashbacks to 4th of July at the pool when we had to do that.
Yes.
I love the big watermelon game. You put grease all over the watermelon, you throw them in the pool. The goal of the game is to grab the watermelon and get out of the pool with the watermelon in your hands. They fight like cats and dogs trying to hold on to it and keep slipping out.
So they're playing and they're trying to get the watermelon. And then all of a sudden, Maddie starts crying and says she was somehow injured